Okay, so being a great franchisor is about going above and beyond with your support. Rebecca.
So I firmly believe that being a great franchisor isn't just about providing the basics. It's about consistently going above and beyond with your support, and that the most successful franchise networks are built on a foundation of genuine partnership. And that partnership really thrives when franchisees feel that they're truly backed by their franchisor at all times. So a franchisee doesn't invest just their money when they're buying into a franchise, but the trust they get from the brand, the systems, and the people behind them. So those initial conversations with the franchisor are vital, but you don't want them just to buy into them at the beginning. You want that franchisor to be your biggest cheerleader throughout your franchise journey. So I really feel that the franchisor has to step up at every opportunity, not just sort of at that beginning stage of a franchisee's life.
Yeah, interesting, Rebecca, and I don't disagree with you, but I suppose my view is, if you're not careful, if you exceed the sort of the level of expected support too often, if you exceed it too often, it then creates unrealistic expectations or sort of blurs the boundaries a bit, if you like. Franchisees buy a system. They don't necessarily buy, a superhero, if you like. The goal is to empower the franchisees to succeed themselves through the business model that they bought into, and not depend on the franchisor's intervention. So if the system is robust and the good process, it's a good franchise model, then franchisees can thrive without needing that kind of, I don't know, rescuing or something, or extra favors, if you like, from the franchisor. I get it that they know they need to, that they want to be able to rely on the franchisor, that they're there to support them when they need them, etc. But my worry sometimes is that franchisors do go more, going above and beyond is the question, and by doing that once with one franchisee, do they raise the expectation of that franchisee and other franchisees, and is there an inconsistency in how the franchisees are therefore looked after by the franchisor? Are some getting more support than others because they're asking for more, and it's sort of blurring the lines a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's tricky, Rob, isn't it? Because we've all heard those horror stories when the franchisor awards the franchise and then they're never heard of again. So it's getting that balance. And I totally see your point around, as you're scaling a franchise, if you're giving 110% each time, you're never going, as a franchisor, that's bonkers as well. So it's getting that balance.
And exactly that's what I'm saying. It's almost like getting your franchisees to rely on the system and their own processes and following the great business that you've built, rather than relying on the franchisor to step in every time things are not going quite right, kind of thing. So for me, being a good franchisor isn't necessarily about going above and beyond. It's about doing what you said you would do, but you do that well every time.
Yeah,